Mouseketeers, Princess Minnie or Kate here. If you're a returning friend, thanks so much for joining along with me today. I have a Tokyo Kawaii Club mailer still left over from before I decided to cancel my subscription, so I'm really excited to share that with you, especially because I can already see two of the things that are in here based on the customs form, and one of them seems like a hit or miss item that I don't usually like to get, so I'm wondering if you already know, if you've been following along with me for a while. And the other is actually something I am pretty excited to see what's in here, so we'll have to see. Definitely not everything is declared on the form because I think there would be more than two things in here. Doesn't feel like much, maybe mini plushes, because something's giving, but we'll have to see. I feel like I'm doing like CPR on this bag. If you are new here, then I hope that that introduction did not freak you out. That's just who I am. So doing CPR on my Tokyo Kawaii Club mailer. You know, it probably needs to be revived actually, now that I'm thinking of it, so might not be such a bad thing. But I hope that you will like what you see here today and stick around by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. So before I do get into my mail, I want to give a subscriber shout out to someone who hasn't been here like the longest time, but I keep seeing this person's face, this beautiful face in my comment feed so much recently, so I have to give a big subscriber shout out to Jessie S. Jessie, I do love seeing your face in my comments. I really love when people actually have pictures. I know that it's probably kind of annoying to start up like a YouTube like account just to leave comments, but if that's something you want to do, just know that I really appreciate when I get to see, you know, a picture and get to associate the picture with the name. It helps me remember who you are a little bit better. And Jessie, I just super appreciate you have been saying such kind things to John and I for such a while now, and you comment a lot, and they're always really nice and thoughtful, and I totally appreciate it, and you for sure are the real Mouseketeer out there. So thanks again a lot, Jessie. I think a lot of you are very interested to see what's going to be in this mailer, so without further ado, let's go ahead and open it up. I already kind of let the cat out of the bag, if you didn't already know from a previous video that I have canceled this subscription, but I'm not sure when I got this mailer, to be honest. I think this is pretty recent, but we still have the 35th anniversary celebration bag, but on the other side we do have the Pixar Playtime 2019, and I do think that is a more recent bag, so this might even have been after I changed my preferences, so I might like what's in here a little bit more than prior mailers. So my overall thought with this company is I've been with it for about a year, and it started out really, really strong, and I always looked forward to it, and then I kind of just lost some enthusiasm for it with some of the products, and that's why I still have, you know, some mailers to go through. And recently I think that it's just not giving you never got the full value of your money. Like, a lot of subscription companies do try to come close to your value, or some even exceed it, which I do 2 of those boxes on my channel, and I really love them. I think they're probably the 2 best subscription boxes out there, to be honest. But what I loved about this service was that you were getting such unique original things, and I was willing to not get my the bang for my buck. I was totally willing to do that. That's not for everyone, but it was for me. But then just the products themselves started to be lacking, and considering that was the only thing I was paying for, I did decide to cancel. But it would be awesome if things in here were great. I've gotten some really amazing things from this company in the past, things that I use on a daily basis. They sent me a really cute wallet, like little coin purse, and I use that every single day to hold like my ID and my cards, because I don't actually really like having a big thick wallet in my purse, so I like to be as light and as minimal as possible with what I'm carrying around. So anyway, I just said without further ado, let's get into this. So let's get into this. I will miss seeing this bag. It is such a cute one. And I'm only starting to realize what a big Pixar fan I am. I really do like most of the Pixar films, so this is pretty cool. Okay, you ready? I'm ready. I don't like to look, but I do like to see if I can grab out like another bag. All right, we have 2 bags in here. One is just a miniature of the same bag we just saw, and the other says Disney Store on it, and it, if you've been watching any Tokyo Kawaii Club mailers, you've seen this bag. So I won't go too much into it. If you have any questions about this service, please feel free to let me know down below, and I'm happy to give you my take on them as well. And that's all that was in the big bag, just these 2 smaller bags. So hopefully these will have something in them. Kind of just smushing the bags around to see what might be in here. And I think I might be more interested in the things that are in the Disney store bag. So I'm gonna go with the Parks bag first. There's something squishy, so let's just go for it. Oh, this is pretty cute, actually. Oh, I don't dislike this at all. Okay, not that that's really what you want to say when you open something, but that's kind of where I've gotten to. So it's a keychain, and I saw that there was going to be a keychain from the customs declaration on the side of the package, and this is pretty much what I would hope for with a keychain. That it's really more, in my opinion, of like a bag charm, which is cool. And then it's Tigger, but he has a little opening down here. All his guts have been taken out, and so you can actually use him as like a little finger puppet, which honestly sounds kind of silly, but I'm actually one of those people who I constantly seem to be doing something with my hands. Like, I like to knit, and so I have a lot of knit blankets around the house, and I will just always like be weaving my finger in and out of the blanket, like the holes in the blanket. It's something I've done since I was a little kid. I'm very tactile as a person. I always say, you know, we have 5 major senses, right? Sight, smell, like touch, taste, all that goodness. And I always say, like, I have really horrible eyesight. It's worse than my grandfather's. I wear contacts all the time. I'd like to get LASIK. That's another story. Let me know if you've gotten it. Give me some tips down below. But so I have terrible sight. I have a horrible sense of hearing. I'm always like, what? To people, like, if we ever meet in person and I'm like, I can't hear you, it's not you, it's me. I can't smell, like, anything. People, which is actually a great thing most of the time. Like, teachers will be like, oh my god, do you smell that? And I'm like, no. It's just really lucky. I think my sense of taste is pretty good, which is weird because I think that's usually connected to your sense of smell, but maybe my sense of taste is not as good as others. I don't know. But I've always thought that I have a really good tactile love and a good sense of touch. So I like to touch everything. I'm the person that if you go through a mall with me, like, I will be touching all of the clothes and everything. Like, it's just as we pass by. I love to feel things. Anyway, that's not what we're here for, Kate. So it's this cute little Tigger charm. Where I was going with that is I can actually see myself putting this on a bag and maybe like waiting for a plane or something, just fidgeting with it and playing around with it. I kind of like it, actually. I think he's pretty adorable. And I don't have a lot of Tigger merch, so one day when I do my Winnie the Pooh and Friends background, I'd like to do a Christopher Robin background, I can put him with my Tigger plush, maybe. So I would say this is definitely my favorite item, or my King of the Hill item to start, because I mean I have nothing else to pick from. So he's a clear #1. Okay, there's something big in here. It's a bag, I think. Oh, weird, okay. Okay, so this must actually... Oh, there were 2 things. We got 2 things for the price of 1. I'm gonna start with the first thing I saw. I only said weird because this was a preference I had for a very short window, actually. So, it's called a spa bag, which I'm thinking just means you can take it into, like, the bathroom with you. And I'm trying to decide how I feel about it, to be honest. It's Little Mermaid themed, and the color is pretty cute. I am worried I just won't get a lot of use out of it, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to think if this would be, like, good for vacation, maybe. Let me show you, and then we can think about it together. So the colors, again, are really adorable, and you have these pretty cameos of Ariel. Kind of just like your flimsy little handles. And, you know, not a ton of space, maybe just enough if you... Like, I feel like this could be good for, like, a college kid who lived in a dorm to just throw some of their stuff into, like, to take into a communal shower or something like that. I just don't know if I will use this. So maybe I will just hold on to this until, like, I can think of someone to gift this to as a small item. I don't know, I could really use your help out there in YouTube comment land. What should I do with this? Like, what would you do with this? Let me know. Just because I had just such a better reaction to the Tigger, and I think I would use the Tigger more. Even though it's a way less practical product, I would use it more. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Tigger still reigns as King of the Hill. So there was a third item in that bag, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think it's little baggies, because on the back it shows you that you can put things inside it, like lots of different things. So I think I might have to take, oh, it does say zipper bag, actually. A reusable bag, maybe? So I think I am gonna have to take this out and see what we got going on here. So this is what they look like inside of the main bag, and you can see it is Winnie the Pooh themed, which I think is pretty cute. So it comes with 5 of these little sealable bags. It's completely blank on the back. Actually, I'm thinking it's transparent so you can see what's inside it. Let's find out. I'm trying to open it, but I'm really worried that I'm really worried I'm gonna break it. Okay, no, I did not break it. Okay, so we can actually see this side is completely transparent with the poo. Not completely transparent, obviously, but has some clear elements, and so this part is opaque, and you can see it through this part of the bag. So I don't think I will use these a ton. I mean, there's 5 of them. I think what I'll most likely do is use these as gift baggies. So when I send something to someone who I know loves Winnie the Pooh, I could put something in here, especially if it's like a little treat. I don't eat a lot of sweets, but I'm a fairly good cookie maker. So maybe around Christmas time, if I do some swaps, I could put some cookies in here and send them to friends. And 5 seems like a pretty legitimate number of something like that to me. I don't feel like I need more than 5. Seems okay. Again, like, definitely not getting a lot of value there. I am going to still keep going with Tigger as King of the Hill, but I'm hoping that something in the Disney Store bag will change my mind. I hope there's something I like more than this, because I like it, but I don't love it. I'm not obsessed with it. Okay, this is kind of just falling out into my lap, so let's see what it is. Oh, buddy. All right, so this is something that I actually think is cute in theory, but I'm never ever going to use it. So it is a floatable can holder in the shape of Stitch, and I would see other people open these, and it's when I started really thinking about maybe canceling, because I thought the quality of the products that we were getting in these mailers was starting to be a little off. I just don't know when I would ever use this. We don't have a swimming pool. I don't know anyone with a swimming pool. I'm lucky enough that my in-laws, John's parents, have a shore house, so if we want to, we can go to the shore, the beach, but I'm not going to take this to the beach with me because it's like a can holder, but honestly, I have no problem just taking a can and sticking it into the sand. I don't care about that, to be honest. So while I do think this is cute, I find it useless. If I had a pool, maybe I would like this, but also I just think it would be one kind of just piece of clutter in the house. So I might just send this to somebody who would like it more than me. I do think that this is undeniably adorable, and so this is, I guess, what it's supposed to look like when you blow it up and shove a can in the Stitch hole. I do think that it's adorable, but it's never something I would have picked up for myself just because of its lack of practicality for my own life. Pretty easy choice here, sticking with Tigger as my King of the Hill. Okay, there is a bigger item in here and a smaller one, so I think I might go with the smaller one next and end with the big item. Well, it's not big, but the bigger item. Oh, okay, this I like. This I really like, mostly because of the subject matter, and I feel like it's something I haven't gotten from Tokyo Kawaii Club in a while. It is Little Green Man themed, and it's just a little lock and key. And honestly, when it comes to the Little Green Man, I don't really care what the product is. I just always like it. So I don't know what I would use this for, except I would probably put this on a bag. I would just unlock it, put it on a bag, and be done with it. I probably would not use this really to lock something. I'm not sure it would be that effective. I feel like if somebody really wanted to get in something that was protected by this lock, they could probably find a way. You don't have to be the strongest man in the world, I bet, to break this lock. So here he is. I find him adorable and darling and perfect, and I love him. I don't mind that he doesn't have his mouth. I like the simplicity of this. And you can see here would be the keys for the lock, which goes right there. So yeah, let me know if you could actually think of a practical reason to use this as a real lock, but my thought is probably just unlock it, stick it on a bag, and call it a day. And probably just throw the keys out. I really like him though. So it really, right now, with one product left, is coming to 2 essentially like bag charms for me, which is weird because that's not something I would pick up for myself, but I'm gonna have to go with Alien here. I love him so much. Okay, so it's only one product left that could potentially dethrone the Little Green Man as my favorite item from this mailer. And the other last thing I saw in the customs declaration form, other than keychain, was stationery. And I think that's like the one thing that Tokyo Kawaii Club seems to do very well, and that is find really cool stationery, especially with really unique characters. I don't have that many unique characters on my list, so at any point I didn't, whatever this mailer came from, so let's see. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, I love this, and there's so many characters that are involved, and it does say from Tokyo Disney Resort. I'll show it to you in the bag and then we'll take it out. Here we go, and a little bit closer up. Look how many characters are on this notepad. Okay, I love this, I love this, I love this. This is just like super Disney to me. It's screaming in my face, and I'm so here for that. This is the kind of thing I would want to get in these mailers consistently, and if I had, I would definitely have kept my subscription. But I had to ask to get more stationery because I wasn't getting it a lot, and I did think it was like a Hallmark item every time I saw it from other people's videos. So I'm glad I got this. I'm pretty sure I saw this in someone's video, and I wanted it. So this is really cool. So it comes with this little sheet. Look at how many different options of note, like tear out notepad you have. I love this. So of course we have our super Disney-fied cover, loving page 1, loving page 2. Oh, page 3 is so sweet. I can definitely see sending out a lot of pin mail trades on these. This is adorable. How cute is this one? Oh my gosh. So I won't go through all of these. I'll just kind of like speed through a few more. Oh my god, look at all the different colored genies. That is so neat. Oh, Lilo and Stitch, adorable. Oh, and we'll end with the 7 Dwarfs. That seems like a good one to end on. But look, there are seriously a ton of pages in here. So when we're talking about for ultimate winner of this bag, I'm gonna have to go with this notepad. It's gonna bring me so much joy for such a long time, and it might bring other people a little smile too if I send them a note on this. Of course, I don't want to use any of these and send these out. There are so many cute pages and characters in here, but I always like to have a handwritten note when I send out pin mail or when I sell ears to my ear shop, which totally reminds me, I am going to be having an ear shop opening on my Facebook group, PrincessMinnie Ear Studio, very, very soon. Working on a bunch of different ears and finishing them up as we speak. Well, as you're listening to me speak, right? And so if you're interested at all in that, make sure you join the Facebook group. It'll be not in a day or two, but it's coming up pretty soon. I want to try to get them out before my May trip. Okay, so all in all, I don't regret my decision to cancel after this mailer, but I am interested to see what are in some of the other mailers I have hanging around. I don't think I have that many left. My last one that I had gotten did show up recently, so I'll show you that one soon, and then maybe there's only like one more. I kind of have to look around and see if I can find it. My YouTube room is definitely a mess, so we're trying to redo it this summer, and then hopefully I will be able to keep it nice once it gets all organized. Because right now it's functioning as like guest bedroom, like storage, YouTube room, Disney storage, lots of different things going on in here. So thank you so much for joining with me. I'd be interested in to hear what you thought of any of the products in this mailer, if there's anything you liked, if you would have picked the same King of the Hill as I did, or if you would have picked a different one, and what do you think I should do with some of these products, like that Little Mermaid, like little kind of, they called it a spa bag, I guess. I'm thinking of it more of like a shower caddy, but very soft. So what would you do with that? Thank you so much for being with me here today, and again a big shout out to Jessie S for watching. Thank you so much everybody, and I'll see you real soon.